All right, so let's get things started here. Welcome back to Awaken with Tina. And in this video, I want to have a chit chat with you on what is really going on, what is really happening in these past couple of days. There has been a lot going on internally, externally, cosmically. Like, let's talk about that. We just had the 1111 gateway, and in this video I want to really dive deeper into what is the true effect and how can you navigate this throughout the rest of the year, because we are coming to a close. So let's just have a sip. You can bring your tea, you can chill with me, and we're just gonna vibe it out. Very nice. All right, so let's talk about this 1111 gateway and the effects going on for the rest of the year. What's really going on is that if you guys haven't seen my 1111 gateway video, check it out here, more information. But what has been going on is that we have been awakened to our true self. There is something that's been shaking us, nudging us, and when these portals or these gateways happen, it's a reminder for us to align or realign. Because the thing here is that we have always been connected, but sometimes we forget, right? Sometimes we forget that we are connected, we are nature. It's not like we go to nature, like we are a part of nature. We are a part of the network. We are a part of the system. So this is really understanding your place in the universe and our place as a species. So this is really interesting because you will notice that there's a lot of people waking up, a lot of people expanding their consciousness, a lot of people questioning, who am I? Why am I here? This can't be it. There has to be something bigger. And that leads people in this path of inquiry, right? Diving deeper, looking up YouTube videos online, right? Understanding what are the angel numbers, what are this, what are that. By the way, I made some angel numbers for you. If you guys like me to make the rest of it, let me know down below. Just write angel numbers, please, or something like that, and I'll make some for you guys. But there's a lot of synchronicities happening in our planet right now that is kind of unexplainable, right? It's like, how is it that you meet someone and you have this 3 hour long conversation and you just met them? How is it that you form connections like that? How is it that you know where to go and you just end up in the exact place at the exact time that is exactly what your soul needs? How do you explain these synchronicities? And they're happening more and more and more. And a lot of this I've been experiencing myself. Like, I've been having these soul connections. Like today I just got off a phone call with someone that I met in Bali. When I was in Bali, I was actually hosting my first retreat there, the True Alignment retreat. And I just knew that it was the center that I wanted to do my retreat. And I met like the owner who I was on the phone with. He is so amazing. We had this soul connection. We're like, oh my gosh, this is our vision. We wanted to allow people to feel into their human connection. And I'll talk more about that in another video. But I've been having these soul connections with certain people. Like, I've never talked to them before. I'm not really the type to be like, oh yeah, let's talk. Like I'm quite introverted and quiet. So it's when I do have these soul hits, they're just like, boom, that's the person. And we become best friends. And we like our soul remember. We have these deep conversations about reality and dimensions and all the juicy. And maybe I'll bring them on here or on my podcast one day so then you guys can get to know. But what's really going on is that there is a thinning of the veil. A thinning of the veil happening on our planet right now. And a lot of where we are and the greater consciousness, it seems like we are tapped into it more easily. It's like we are going in and out of dimensions. And let me know, guys, in the comments if you guys have been feeling something like that. Like all of a sudden you're having really vivid dreams. You're seeing like crazy signs, like synchronicities, like numbers, and you're just having these soul hits. And you feel like there's just something, like you're opening yourself up to something. And here's the thing. When your soul feels safe to open, it will open. It will expand. When you are curious and you're excited and you want to know more, you will know more. You will see more. And a lot of people that I work with, sometimes they're like, I have problem meditating. I cannot see. I cannot visualize. I can, see and feel like other people do. And a lot of it is allowing yourself to just be relaxed. Allowing yourself to not just like, just relax, but like relaxing deeper in the layers where you haven't felt safe to before. Because when we're talking about the journey and the path of spirituality and diving deep and understanding ourselves, we have to be willing to go where our physical eyes cannot see. It's like when we close our eyes, we open up our third eye, we open up our soul, we open up our consciousness, we tap into this world of mystery, of magic, of the unknown. So this is why only a few can really journey in there. It's available for all of us, but who is actually willing to go there, to access it, to live it, to be open to it? Because naturally as human, we fear what we don't know, right? We fear anything that we don't know and everything that we don't know. Sometimes we have these judgments. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's dark, maybe it's evil, right? It's like these things, when we don't understand someone, we're like, this person's weird, I don't get it. It's like we just naturally repel, and we naturally, it's like that, what is that word? I cannot think of that word. It's like we just, you know what I mean? When you see something that you're like, I don't get that. Why are they dressing like that? Why are they swearing like that? Or what is that language that they use? That's weird. So naturally, our mind will stop us from exploring the depth because we fear what we can see. We fear that what we don't understand. That's why a lot of people have fear of the dark, right? Actually, I kind of have a fear of the dark, just saying, it's funny because, I work with the spiritual realm, I work with all this energy, but I'm still afraid of the dark. It's a thing. So, there's a lot of these things of us afraid to dive deeper, to go far, to open that book, because we're afraid, oh my gosh, what if I'm open this and I don't understand it, and, all of that. While some of it is valid, that it's important for you to be safe, to feel safe, and oftentimes it's working with a mentor, being in a container where it feels safe, where you feel like you're in a good community, where you feel like you're supported. And there's a lot of interesting energies right now where we are feeling into what are the lies. What are the lies in our life? What are the lies that we tell ourselves? What are the lies that maybe society, our parents, right, our conditioning is telling us? So what's really happening right now, and it's going to affect you for the rest of the year, is to understand that you have awakened to a new way of being, a new consciousness level. And when I say you, I mean you watching this. Okay, especially this far, because it takes a certain person to watch this thing and listen to this message and be attracted to my energy, and understanding that right now something is opening for you. The pathway of consciousness is opening for you, and we can look at it as a good thing or a bad thing, but I invite you to look at it as a natural thing, as a neutral thing. Knowing that you as human, you are so powerful. The way that you are able to access information, and this is a lot of the things that I share with my clients, my students, when we work in private container together, is you have access to your past life, your future life, your parallel lives, and like ancient knowledge that gets access and gets channeled through you. It doesn't take someone special to do it. It's not like I'm the only one that can do it. You can do it too. There's so many innate ability and ancient wisdom that we have encoded within us. But if we are not open to explore that, how can we see it? So the big thing for you to know from now until the end is to be open. Be open on how informations want to be channeled through you, want to be, more apparent in your life through synchronicities, through nudges and pulls and hints and clues and new people coming into your life. And by the way, if you guys haven't seen the video that I made on the signs that you know that you're on the right track when you're opening up, right, to this mystical world, I'll list them in the description so you can check it out. It's so important for us to be open to this, because the way the universe works is that it works in hints, clues, simple nudges, right? It's not just like, hi, now please turn left. Oh, avoid traffic ahead. Yes. It's not a GPS in that way. It kind of gives you kind of like in cryptics, right? In codes, right? So it's more like a charade situation. That's what I was just sharing, just sharing to my clients. So it was just a way of us understanding that we live in a very magical world, but we have to be open to the magic, right? How do you explain you just meet someone and you just know that this is your soulmate? How is it that you explain that you meet someone and you just remember? It's like this familiarity and you never meet them before. How do you explain that? Have you guys have experienced that? And I know for me, I've been experiencing that more and more as I tap into the magic. Like nowadays, whenever I feel like I have a pull, like a tug towards someone, like I'll, call them, reach out to them, and then they'll be like, oh my gosh, that's exactly, I was thinking about this literally like just right now. Like, how did you know? I haven't told anyone about this. How did you know? It was insane. Okay, and by the way, just a side note, different, when I do that to just a small number of people, and usually I know them personally. And if you see someone with a similar name as me on Instagram reaching out to you asking for like, $5 readings or something like that, that's just not me. Okay, FYI, don't be scammed, don't be fooled. But if you do want to connect with me, please do on Instagram at Awaken with Tina. I post it every day. I would love to connect with you. Say hi, don't be shy. And this is a very important time in your life right now, especially if you're feeling something is opening, a new pathway is opening, and I want you to trust it. Trust it. We've been taught to not express our emotions. We were taught to shut down and suppress, and now we don't know how to communicate properly. Now we don't know how to connect and love properly. We must come back to a human. We must express ourselves. We must allow our genius or mystery or creative energy to flow through. So the biggest aha moments for me and the biggest experience in my life that really helped me to feel into this magical world, and I want to share this with you, is to allow yourself to be a part of the magic and allow the magic to flow through you by being aware, by knowing that things are happening for you, not to you. Everything is a sign, everything is a symbol, everything is there to guide you. It's hidden in plain sight. It's there. Are you open to it? Let me know down below what you think. And in the description, all the videos, all the goodies. Like this video if you got anything, and check out this video if you enjoy our chit chats. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon.